I only woke up because I needed to piss really badly. I'm gonna get my hair cut because it's like too long, fam. Too long. That probably isn't that long, but it's too long for me. And then I'm gonna go to a butler cafe by myself because I have no friends. Outfit of the day. Not anything special, it's just a t-shirt which has a rip in the middle, trousers. I got my hair cut and now I'm looking fresh. Thank God my mom was there though, because I have no idea how to talk to hairdressers. I mean, they're probably immune to anything I say anyway because of all the stories I've heard from other people. I could probably be like, yeah, I murdered someone today. And they'd be like, that's wonderful. Yeah, she was really nice though. She spent a long time on it, but to be honest, I don't really care what my hair looks like as long as I don't look like Edna from The Incredibles, because that happened once and I didn't like it. That was one of the most grumpy bus drivers I've ever seen in my life. He just had a problem with everyone who got on his bus. The woman was like, does this go to the history museum? And he was like, I don't know, probably. Anyway, I'm in Hongdae now, so I can go to the butler cafe. Yay! Oh my butler cafe. Apparently walk-ins are allowed, so I'm just gonna head in without a booking. What is a butler cafe? Well, it's just a normal cafe, except handsome guys in butler suits serve you and they pretend to be butlers. And I'm kind of like really into that. I guess I have to like press this button to call them. That's pretty cool. I mean, I'm literally named after the Queen, like Elizabeth, so I mean, who's better suited for this cafe than me, am I right? Okay, from here it got kind of whack. I walked in and then they were like, please stand here for a moment. And then one of the butlers were like, and then all the butlers came and then they said, welcome back, miss. And I was like, whoa, slay. And then they asked me if I was there for the first time, so I said yeah. And I think the concept is that they were your butler when you were a kid growing up, and now that you've returned to your home and now they're just like looking after you while you're resting at home. Because one of the butlers made me take out this letter from a postbox and then he read it to me, and it was something along the lines of, wow, I can't believe it seemed just like a moment ago when you were so young and little, and I'm so overjoyed and happy to see you flourishing as an adult. And I was just kind of like, but he was also embarrassed, I think, so that's both of us. I'm British, but I have no idea what kind of tea this is. I think it's just black tea. It's also kind of sweet. Yeah, so this place is called Oh My Princess. They have set menus. I think I might go for this. It's just a drink and then a Polaroid photo with one of the butlers. And also to call the butler, you have to ring this bell. It's not so funny. I'm gonna do it. They give you like name cards so you know who they are. They also have games that you can play with the butlers. These are like several board games, and then this is acting lesson? What? There are also like live shows where they dance for you and shit. I could get used to this. It feels nice being tended to. Ew, they just turned the lights off. I think there's gonna be a live show. This is crazy. What an experience. There was this one lady there who, truly commendably, was really into it. She had a folder for all the name cards of the butlers. I was there for an hour and an hour exactly, because when your time is up, the butlers are like, oh, young lady, it must be time for your outdoor activities now. And then I was like, yeah, it sure is time for me to go and do my royal extracurriculum. And then the butler was like, what are your plans for this evening, miss? And then I'm like, I'm gonna get kebab. And then I got kebab for dinner. It wasn't even that good. And then I went to this cafe and had a blueberry tea, which is kind of strange because it wasn't sweet. It was just like blueberry flavored water. And then, right, this is my grandma's attic, by the way. It's not that interesting. I didn't get a receipt for my drink at the cafe, which I assume had the Wi-Fi password on it. So I just tried to guess the Wi-Fi password, and because the cafe's name was vertical, I was like, okay, maybe the password is vertical. Maybe it's like horizontal, diagonal, and then nothing worked. So instead of asking like a normal human being, I was just like, it's okay, I'll suffer here without Wi-Fi. And then when I got up to leave, I wanted to go to the toilet, but that was also password locked, and the password was on the receipt. So instead of asking for that too, I just decided to hold my pee in. And now I'm home in my grandma's attic, hanging out with all my old stuff. It's bloody hot in here, I'm getting out. So I actually used to want to be a butler, even though I have no like service skills, no communication skills, and I basically break down at any form of criticism. So I could not be a butler. But for some reason, when I was like 16, I used to be like, oh my god, if I'm 34 and I'm still unemployed, I'm gonna be a butler. I don't know why I was 34. I was like, I'm gonna be a butler. That's gonna be my midlife crisis. Yeah, that was whack. Anyway, that was my experience at a butler cafe. I'm now on a walk because I'm bored, and I think there might be someone important arriving because there's like a bunch of Porsches and like security guards around here. I think it might be Fashion Week or something. I went to the hospital for this health checkup thing, and first of all, I had to like wait an hour, so that was not fun. Secondly, they took my blood, but she kept them like my veins in my arm, they're not very pretty. They like to stay hidden, they're a bit shy. So she was like prodding around trying to get a vein. No, not a vein. An artery? Where do they take blood from? I don't care. Anyway, she was trying to find an artery, and she couldn't find one. And she kept prodding around, and then she just stuck the needle in, even though she couldn't really find the artery. And then she was like, ooh, your artery is running away from me. And I was like, sorry? So she had the needle in, but it wasn't in the artery. Like, no blood was coming out. With the needle in, she just kind of like prodded underneath my skin. She was like moving the needle around, like just shoving it out and then back in, like trying to find my artery. It took her like a solid 10 seconds, and then she gave me a plaster, and she said, keep it on here and keep it there for about 3 minutes. And I was like, sure. So I was just like this for 3 minutes solid. This drink is really making me want to pee, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, fam. Making me want to piss my pants, fam. Anyway, I'm at a Starbucks right now. The view is great. Yeah, that's the city life in Seoul. The weather is pretty nice outside right now, so the balcony seats are like all taken up. And I've taken a table for myself. And this couple came over and the lady was like, I don't know, I feel like this seat would be really good. Like in front of me. She was like, I kind of want the seat. And then I ignored her because I don't want to give up the seat. Even though I probably should have given the seat to them. But I didn't. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. Bye.